So this title screen is different. It wasn't like this last time. Everything's on fire. So last night I made it to another big boss. Promptly got wrecked. But before I fight it again, I'm actually going to take a quick 2 detours backwards. Because I watched part of... Yeah. I watched part of someone else's playthrough of this game. And it reminded me of two... really the two outstanding mysteries that I am currently aware of. One of which is I have a cryptic clue that was pointing me towards a particular spot near the ocean, and I didn't recall. Specifically, it's this one. Krot Central Station Street. I guess it was so long ago I didn't make the connection that I had already been to Krot Central Station Street. Like, I didn't recall a street being named that. But it turns out that the place where the secret is just a little bit up the road here. I think. Not this way. Shockingly, it's been a minute since I've been to the beginning of the game. Specifically, it's at the end of the street. Also, there was this telephone, which is interesting. Normally, these phones are associated with the King of Riddles, but apparently not here. So it's over at the end over here, and there's a big bad enemy here who will go down very fast because I am very OP compared to it. Yep. It's right over here.
I see Hotel Krot. I do love this view. It is a nice view, but we must be moving.
Yeah, so in the picture, I didn't recognize... The reason I didn't find this, as if I have to defend myself. Number one, I didn't remember something called Krot Central Station Street. And in my defense... Krot Central Station, you know, that's where I woke up, of course. I don't think this area was explicitly called Krot Central Station Street. Right? Because the street has no obligation to be named after the thing it's next to. I might be wrong about that. I'd have to double check. Check the ground at the end of the cliff. And second, in this image here, I didn't recognize that structure as Hotel Krot, because the actual area of Hotel Krot that you spend time in is like 2 stories. It's absolutely tiny. So I didn't realize from that picture that, oh, Hotel Krot's actually this towering behemoth of a building. It said check the ground near... Let me read it again. Check the ground at the end of the cliff of Krot Central Station Street where there is a good view of the ocean and Krot's landmarks. That's... And that's got to be like right here, right? It might be that I already got whatever the secret was pointing to. That's another thing I was wondering about in this game, is do you need to have deciphered those clues before you can solve the puzzle? I mean, I said where there is a good view of... Yeah, I mean, that's definitely here. There's no question about it. And I don't... Check the ground. I don't see anything, so maybe I just have to assume that I've already gotten it. Okay. I'm gonna assume I've already grabbed that. So the next thing is that whistle from Act 2 that's been lingering over me for this whole playthrough. I didn't recall anything related to a whistle, and I was half right. There is actually a character in one of the windows, not... Oh, look, you can see Hotel Krat from here. Yeah, see, Krat Central Station Plaza. There's nothing actually explicitly called Krat Central Station Street. That's why I didn't put it together. I took the game a little too literally, I think. So there's a character called Tom or something. Like, not just T-O-M, there's like an H in there. Who's waiting on their friend Murphy at one of the windows. And I actually spoke to that character, but I had absolutely 100% forgotten about them. Probably because, you know, back at the beginning of the game. So I don't recall exactly which window it is. It might be that one. And that character mentioned like a policeman friend they had. And since I have a policeman's whistle... Oh. That's fine. I wanted to come down here anyway. Actually, I didn't want to come down here anyway. This is the next area. Maybe it's fine. Okay, let's just kill the enemy so I can explore freely. Stop. Okay. It was one of these windows. But I don't think it was with these electric traps. I think it was earlier. I also don't know at this point in the game whether the character will even be alive, because the character was coughing and generally not doing too hot. Presumably with that old petrification disease. Is it you? Is it you? Like I said, I did speak to this character. I had just totally forgotten. Who's whispering, man? Okay, not this way. That's forward progress. And, again, the feeling of me needing to feel like I need to... What does that say about me, that I feel like I have to defend myself even though no one's said anything? So this was the second Stargazer. Maybe I should just go back to the first Stargazer in this area and move forward. I'm going to do that, actually. I don't know whether what I'm trying here is going to work, but it's the only thing I can think of. And the person mentioned a policeman friend, and I have a policeman's whistle. But, just having watched this other person play it last night and listened to the dialogue, they didn't say anything about a whistle. And also they talked about their friend Murphy, which, you know, I guess is a cop, but they didn't allude to, like, oh, he would always blow his whistle. And I like to think I pay pretty close attention to these games. Like, I try to... You know, if the game's going to put in the work to do storytelling and do all this voice acting, like, I want to try to actually listen to it and take it seriously. It's not always perfect. Not this way. Maybe that way. But yeah, they didn't say anything about a police whistle or like I guess they did say that they missed their friend. Something along those lines. A little surprised I'm not one-shotting these enemies, to be honest. Okay, well, maybe it's in the next area. Again, it could be that the character's dead. In Bloodborne, if this game takes a similar approach to Bloodborne, which it might not. But if this game takes a Bloodborne approach, then you can absolutely miss out on... I don't know if I would say quest lines, but certainly... So here's that shortcut back down. You can miss out on dialogue because characters can advance through their whatever's happening to them. I'll find it. I'll find it. If this person is dead, then that would also explain why I didn't find this out the 2 other times that I've patrolled this area looking for the whistle location. It might just be that they're gone. But if that's the case, then... If that's the case, then it should definitely not still have that icon on my mini-map. So the fact that the icon is still there, I think suggests that he's still alive. Especially because everything else about this area is the same. Let's head down here. Is it you? It's one of these frickin' windows. How many lit windows are there? This is back at the... Son of a bitch. Maybe he's dead. Like, I know that is there some path that I'm just not taking? I know that I'm going in a circle, by the way. I'm just trying to be real thorough. I've already done all of that. Okay, one more time, I guess. There must be some portion of the map that somehow I've missed. Not like that I've never been to, that now that I have my shortcuts unlocked, somehow I'm not, like, realizing that it's a thing. No, I just went down there. I explored this whole area. Let's go to the next area. It's also a little odd because in the other areas, you generally had to look for windows that were slightly open. And those were the people that you could talk to. At least that's true of the old ladies. I guess we move on. If I can't find it here, I'm tempted to just Google it. Like, this is ridiculous. I know it was someone on ground level. They're not up in the roofs here. You know, I'll walk up to the windows just to check, but it isn't here. I also learned, by the way, something I've spent this whole game not realizing, is that when you get hit, like, not even if you die, just if you get hit, it reduces the number of, the amount of ergo stored in your death thing. You can actually see that in the top right. There's that little red box showing how much ergo I've dropped. That goes down every time you get hit, which makes sense because if you look at the item description for this, it says when used when there is death ergo to reclaim, it reduces the ergo loss from being hit. Now, I interpreted that to be poor writing, because this version just simply says death ergo will be temporarily maintained in case of death. I assume this to mean just it's equivalent to like a Ring of Sacrifice. I haven't actually tested this, but I think this means you just get to keep all your Ergo. I assumed that this was the opposite version, like if your death Ergo is sitting there on the ground, then you could keep it preserved through a death. And so when it says reduces the Ergo lost from being hit, I assume that just meant prevents it, but it doesn't. It means exactly what it said. So it is written clearly, although this game very much draws from the Souls Handbook very directly, in that it explains just a handful of things, and it doesn't explain an enormous amount. Like I saw someone in the chat that I was watching say that this game, it's not up here, say that this game has better tutorialization than Dark Souls, and maybe that's true for some of the basic mechanics, but like this game doesn't explain how stats works. That's something that none of the Souls games explain. You have to go on the internet to figure that out. It doesn't explain the nature of upgrades and how there are tiers of upgrade materials. It doesn't really at all explain that that you lose Ergo each time you get hit. I don't think it does. I might be wrong on that. It's a little odd to me. I mean, after so many games by FromSoft, and obviously this is not one of them, but after so many FromSoft Souls games, FromSoft very intentionally wants to not explain a lot of their game, because they've had enough games now where if that was not the case, they would have explained more. I think this character might be dead. They're just gone. Hey, Karnak. Yeah, thank you. I mean, Lies of P is the first game I've streamed. I did like one stream of the first part of Lost in Random 100 years ago. So I've barely been streaming, which would explain. Is it this? I think they're dead. Do I just have to blow the whistle anyway? Yeah, I think they're just dead. They're nowhere to be found. It's not any of these. I'm so confident that it's not any of these. It's before this. It's not. It's right here. Oh my. How did I miss this all those other times? I guess I just never went to this window.
If only we could play together, Murphy.
Okay, so now I blow the whistle.
Hey,
Jesus.
that sound.
I can't believe I missed that so many times. Yep, it's me, Murphy.
I know that whistle. It must be Murphy. Thanks for coming by. I want to play, but I feel too sick. I don't think I can. I miss Zach and Sophie and Eric.
Sophie, interesting.
I wish we could all play.
Well, I finally figured it out. Are you... I think he's dead. I think he's dead. Alright, well, hey, mystery solved. This game is a 0 out of 10, not enough bonfires. Just these stupid stargazers. Okay, let's go... How much money do I have? Okay, let's just go back. No, this game is very, 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 very good. I have only a few complaints. Some of it is very, very nitpicky. Like, a few of the voice actors, in my opinion, are a little iffy. Not bad, even, just... FromSoft has stellar voice acting performances, and this game has some of those, and then some of them are just good. But like I said, that's a nitpick. I have some other very slightly larger nitpicks. Like, it's very strange to me that when you rest at Stargazers out in the world, you can do everything, pretty much. You can, like, assemble weapons and switch Legion arms and do everything, but you can't level up, except you can level up at Stargazers prior to reaching the hotel. So there's a few little inconsistencies like that. Okay, back to it. Mostly it's really good. It certainly feels Soulsy, which is a compliment, you know, like just the way the character moves on the ground. Obviously, mechanically, it's extremely similar. My major complaint for some combat, certainly not all of it, is that a number of attacks, in my opinion, are not sufficiently telegraphed. In that, there's a particular attack style that, am I thinking of, like, Sekiro, or maybe some parts of a few enemies in Dark Souls 3, where, like, an enemy goes from something close to an idle pose to just smacking you at 1,000 miles an hour. And so the only way to reliably prevent or otherwise react to that attack is to already know it's coming. And it's not the trial and error so much that bothers me. You know, it's a Souls game. There's always some element of trial and error. It's that even when you've seen the attack, a lot of times you have very little visual information to go off of to prevent the, or to predict the attack coming. You just have to... It'd be akin to me saying, hey, I'm going to start a stopwatch, and I need you to press parry at 1.3 seconds, and then 1.7 seconds, and then precisely at 2.5 seconds. You know, that's an exaggeration. It isn't that extreme, but, like, a lot of the enemies will go into these combos, and they will, like, almost entirely stop and then snap another attack, and those things can be frustrating. This is my second attempt on this boss, by the way. I tried it one time last night. Oh, God. What you got? Sit down. Ears? Oh god, he's burrowing. Let's block. Okay, you can't block the burrow. Good to know. Run away. Enemy designs in this game are great, though. Good lord, the damage. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it charges and... Oh, that's just a charge. I can probably... What's this? 1, 2... That's 1, 2, 3... That's a 4 hit, okay. 1... A little slow. Wait. 1, 2... 3... 4. Yep, okay, well, I'm missing the blocks, but I'm starting to remember the combos. 1... That's a 2 hit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this guy really wrecks your weapon, though. Okay, so I can dodge that one. Good to know. Good. That's a stab. Honestly, just kill me at this point. So, like I said, that was only my second attempt on this boss. So, you know, I was not expecting to beat it. But even on my very first attempt, the decay spray seems to have really poor hitboxes. Maybe I'm wrong on that, though. I'll have to see it a few more times. Also, I have 12,000. Maybe I should grab the money and go level up. And then I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm going to do that. Also, let me put this on... How about right?
Whatever choice you...
Also, the lying in this game is weird. Oh, I need a little more. Is that enough? I think that's enough. You know, I still don't know the ultimate results of my lying. It seems like I'm becoming more human. Like, at one point my hair got longer and I became a little more emo. The reason that the lying is odd in this game is that I've interacted with that binary, you know, ominous ticking clock system like probably 10 times at this point, and only about 2 or 3 of them have actually been lies. All the other ones were like solving riddles or answering questions that were subjective. It's like, I don't know. I remember Antonia said, is there any resemblance between me and the painting? And it kind of presented me saying yes as a lie. It's like, that's not a lie. There's absolutely a resemblance. So I guess I'm not quite sure what they're going for in some of them, but I mean, I'm not done with the game yet, so, you know, maybe I just don't understand. Okay, how do I solve this? Okay, so that's a 2-hit combo. That's a charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can dodge the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is that? I didn't know that decay dealt damage over time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's just a 1 hit. That's very... That's kind of what I mean, by the way. Like, I'm still new to this boss. I'm still learning it. But, like, there's a lot of attacks like that one where the answer is just memorize the timing extremely well because you don't have time to react after the actual hit. Stop that. I kind of like that you have to really pay attention to the grindstone. 1, 2, wait, 3, dodge. Okay, so that's just a 1 with its right tentacle. The decay spray. Maybe that's a key, just run away from that. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm behind it, so. Okay, that's my bad on the dodge. 1, 2, 3. This guy, there might be a phase 2 to this, we'll see. But this really doesn't seem that bad so far. Okay, a little early. Good. Yes, the greed. Greed paying off. Heal, 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 heal. I don't know if there's a phase 2, but I'm gonna try to get to phase 2. There's a phase 2. I'm not surprised there's a phase 2. Like, that... For this being seemingly a major boss, that was really not that hard. That was like attempt number 3 or something. Maybe 4. Oh boy. That's the Parade Master. Yeah, that's absolutely the Parade Master. Hello. Alright, let's see what phase 2 is all about. Puppet devouring green monster. Oh, it's Aldrich. Okay, so it's doing some big jumpies. What you got for me? Big charge, okay. Oh, Jesus. It's Vort now. Okay, so it's still got its tentacles. This is wild. This is wild. How many jumps? 2 jumps? Yeah. No, this is the policeman. That's kind of a clever reuse of assets. I mean, not entirely reuse, but like some of those animations are reused. Yeah! This is cool. This is cool. I can do this. Very curious how to get in there eventually. You know what I should do if I'm being smart about it? I don't need this anymore. Because I think decay is just like a... I don't think it's like a triggered status ailment. I think I just get some decay and then it wears off. So I could do the resistance ampules. That would probably help. Shock, break, and disruption. Yeah, this is for decay. I could also use some more of these. Some more abrasives. I haven't really been using those very much. I figure it's probably not worth it until I better understand the fight. Okay, so let's head in. Turn on my fire. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a lot of decay. Damn. A little late. I really want to go for that stagger. What you got for me? Wow, that was, Hey, Richard. Well, I'm fighting a big monster. Okay, let's see if I can actually... That comes out real fast. Good. Okay, so that's very, very delayed. Man. Maybe I need to start using my instant repair kits or something. I haven't used even one of those yet. Okay, that's not bad. Just gotta block it. Another one. Yep. Wait. Blocked it. Let's go. No. Wait. Okay, I think I blocked that correctly, which indicates to me that probably it cannot be blocked. 1, 2, 3, dodge. Nope, just the one. 1, 2, 3. Seal that up. Another one. A little early. Sits down. Good. It is, but a lot of the, yeah, this guy's real scary. Just wait till phase 2. I'm going to watch this cutscene exactly one more time. And then I'll skip it afterwards. I don't want to, you know, waste time. I mean, that's been the case for a lot of them, though, Karnak. Like, probably my least favorite boss has been phase 2 of King of Puppets. Phase 1 was 10 out of 10. Phase 2 was probably the worst I've seen so far in terms of what I was describing of, like, the boss just launches into these crazy combos with almost no telegraph at all. I feel like I eventually beat phase 2 almost out of just spammy luck. The majority of the bosses in this game have been not just good, they've been, like, excellent. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Okay. It's gonna do some jumps, yep. Okay, not bad. Wait, oh god, this is the combo. Yep. That's the big combo. Oh my god. Okay, not bad. Stop jumping. My bad, my bad. Those attacks, the one where the character spins their arms, are repeated from the... I think that's the policeman fight, right? But it's been a hot minute since I've done that fight. This is totally doable. This is very, very difficult. You're right about that. But this seems more approachable than... Let me rephrase that. I don't think this is the hardest fight so far. For me, that was the Archbishop Duke thing. That took me like probably 20 attempts, which is quite a number. Let's suck down one of these modules. Okay, I have yet to dodge this even once. There we go. Okay. So you just gotta dodge it. What you got? What you got? That. Another one. Oh my god, what an opening. Half health, no damage. Let's go. Okay, this is a really good attempt. Let's top off. Oh, my attack didn't go off. Oh my god, he dodged me. Okay, I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that. That was a really good phase. Top off on this. Top off on health. Whoops. Here's the big hit. Always got to follow up. I missed. Jump. Nope, just the one jump. Okay, that's comparable to phase 1. What is... Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a new attack. Ah! Put me down. He's injecting blue Gatorade into my blood. I don't consent to this. That was also a new attack. Okay, so he's got a big grab, and then that was a 3-hit combo. You might hear me using food analogies today because I'm hungry. But I'm not eating because I'm hanging out with a friend later and we're getting dinner. And so I want to be very hungry for dinner. I think I mentioned at well, I don't think I did mention at SGDQ that I've been doing like basically 1 meal a day with maybe a very small snack. I've been doing that for like most of the year, and it actually works pretty well for me. So that means that, you know, today if I'm getting dinner, that I'm not eating breakfast or lunch. Which sounds harsher than it is. Like, the meals that I do have are generally pretty big, which you would expect if I'm only having one, right? Sit down. Get out of here. Go back to the swamp, you fool. Go say hi to Shrek for me. That's a good question, and we generally alternate between a handful of spots. This is a mistake. Yep, I knew it. 1, 2, 3. See, like, this is awesome. This fight is... I've said this several times in this playthrough, which is how you know that the game is good. This is now one of my favorite fights, even though many of them have been some of my favorite fights. Way early, my bad. 1, 2, 3, bad. Big hit. Yeah, I mean, one of the problems with the second phase is not strictly a problem, it's just like, it's phase 2, so I saw it a lot less than phase 1. Okay, that's not bad. Just gotta delay it. Big jumpy. Oh god, that's the charge, okay. You gotta relax. I understand you're angry! Okay, well that was really bad. That's the grab, okay. That's my second time seeing the grab. What you got for me? Okay, that's just kind of a turnaround. Oh, right. After the turnaround is the big hit combo. So I need to get away from that. This is still doable. Still learning. My weapon's very low. I gotta repair it. Slight miss. Follow up. Yep. Is my weapon just dead? No. Oh my god. I'm getting wrecked though. Wait, yep, still charging. Okay, that's actually really good though. You can get close to this guy and then... Wait, shit. Yep. I need to figure out how to deal with that too. Wait, jumpy. Little late. So the 3-hit combo begins with a right hook from him. It's a 1 and then a delayed 1-2. The grab got me that time. Now I know how to predict it. And then after he does kind of the slow... I keep saying he. I assume this boss is male, I guess. Mostly because the police thing has a big mustache. Richard, to answer your question, we will... I don't know where we're going to go. We always just kind of decide on the fly based on what we're feeling that day. I got an email from Buffalo Wild Wings that I get $3 off a meal if it's $10 or more, so that's an option. But Buffalo Wild Wings is like a 15-minute drive away, like, which is fine, but, you know, like, might be better to just do, like, Culver's or something a little closer. Oh, that's that. We could do pizza. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3 early. A lot of things on the table. We used to do KFC, but KFC has kind of given us really poor service a number of times, so that's kind of been off the rotation for a little while. 1, 2, 3. Big hit. Okay, that's really not bad to dodge, actually. That's pretty lenient. One, 2, 3, a little late, dodge that. Oops. I'm not great at blocking those yet. 1, 2, 3, dodge. Let's save my Fable for phase 2. Okay, that fight's really not bad. Those telegraphs are excellent. Excellent telegraphs, which is why it's not easy, but relatively easy to dodge compared to some attacks in this game. Okay, I can do this. Good. I forgot I had a follow-up. That's a 3-hit combo. Yep. I did see that coming that time, I just messed it up. So that's very delayed. It does a big, like, thrusting punch with the right hand, and then it slows down and does... I think it's the punch, and then it rushes forward to do the other 2 hits. Well, now I have to use my Ergo. Let's just use this in phase 1. Like, I feel like I get more hits in phase 1, so I'm probably going to get better use of... Whoops, a little early. Early. Early again. The key to these games is aggression. That's probably not the key, but that's what I'm saying is the key. The key is also to not get hit like a fool. Wait. Okay, pop a quick heal. Okay, I misread that. I thought that was the decay spray. 1, 2. I wonder if I could dodge some of these 2. Okay, I didn't realize how much of a delay there was from I thought you could stop. I thought you could stop repairing faster. Way early. That was extremely early. Okay, well this is not nearly as good a phase as the other one. Let's repair. The game is very generous on the riposte windows, though. Also, let me know if the game is too loud. The fight's pretty loud for me, but that's okay. Okay, now he just charges for a while. So he's gonna turn into a red in a moment. Yep. Big jumpy, big jumpy. Yep. Big red jumpy. How many jumpies he got, man? Run. Okay. I think I should be dodging those rather than follow up. Okay. That had a different timing. I'm not sure why. Thanks, Richard. Big jumpy. Okay, I've got it down, what, maybe 30%? Okay, so that's a little bit more delayed than I thought. This is all doable. I mean, what a dumb statement. Like, of course it's doable. They didn't put an impossible boss fight in the game, but that's a grab. No, that's a steppy. That's also a borrowed policeman attack. It's the wind up followed by a step and then the hit, and then there was a follow up after it too. A smidge loud, then I will lower it just a smidge. We'll see if that helps. That's true. What am I struggling with on phase 2 apart from everything? I'm getting better on the timings for the jump. Or maybe it'd be better to, like, do a dodge and then get a hit back. Stamina. Yeah, like, I might be better served dodging those ones, too. 1, 2, a little late. Yeah, Demon of Hatred, what a fight. I'm gonna try dodging some of these. Yeah, okay, definitely dodging is the way to go on those. Some distance. Good. Okay, that one's really hard to dodge from point blank. Much easier when you can see him coming. My weapon, no. That was bad. I wasted my, Okay, good, get some repairing. Now wait, let it go. And do some more repairing. I will voluntarily give up my opportunity. Oh god. I really wish that they'd fixed that problem. There's a problem in every single Souls game, and apparently this game too, which is that the lock-on button is the same as the center your camera button, which means that if you miss the lock-on, or more accurately, if the game misses the lock-on, that you frequently will spin your camera 180 degrees away from where you actually want to be looking. Let's repair. Alright, here we go, phase 2. Well, it's frustrating because it's such a pervasive problem. Again, in the Souls games, not this developer, but like, I feel like anyone who's played Souls games has experienced that problem, you know? 2, 3, 4. And that had a follow-up. Run. Yeah. That's a very, very dangerous combo. Wait. Yep, dodge it. Yep, follow up. I remembered at that time. Oh god. Block. That's a brutal combo. Good. 2, 3. Follow up. Good. Let's repair, but I also really want this. Just a little bit of repair, followed by... Nope. Okay, so that's fast. Okay, good opportunities for dodges, though. Like, it's doable. What is that? That's the grab. That's the grab. Big jumpy. Let's dodge that and get some hits in. Run! Yeah, I think just run away from that. That's brutal. Dodge that. Wait. Dodge that. Big red combo. Follow up. Thank you. Red jump. I was going to run around for a while. I could probably block some of these, but I'd rather do this than... Come on, stagger. Damn it. Wait. Okay, I have not once successfully blocked that, nor that. Still running. So you can block this. I'm just gonna run. Run. Yep. Maybe I should get a cube back for this fight. That could help. What you doing? Alright, good. Heal, 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 heal. By the way, I love the system where you can get back some of your healing. Follow up. I should be dodging these. Wait. Yep, big steppy followed by follow-up. Yep, big steppy follow-up. I know I say stupid things during these fights, but it kind of helps me to remember it. To say things like big steppy follow-up. Health back, I need that health back desperately. Close. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. There's just one or two attacks that are really brutalizing me, including the that 3-hit combo with the delayed fuse. That one's very difficult. But I mean, this is exactly what you want out of a Souls fight, though. You know, because like a lot of these attacks, like the jumps, for example, that were just annihilating me before, now I'm blocking almost all of them. And more so, on a lot of them, I can actually start treating them as opportunities to do counter damage. Because I can just get a dodge roll and then get a hit in. He's slowed down. I don't know. I'm no Sigma sign. Yeah, so it's like I can dodge these, for example, and get in free counter hits. I can dream. I really want to keep the assault on here to get a stagger. That's very delayed. Okay, so that's got a delayed start as well. I didn't know it could do it multiple times in a row. Give me my health back. Stamina. Good. That was very close. Okay, so we skip this, immediately heal. Repair my weapon. What you doing? Follow up. Follow up. See, I'm remembering. Let's try blocking this. Never mind, let's try running away. Wait. Okay, so see, that was the 3-hit combo normally. 2. 1. Dodge that, follow up. Big hit. And there's not much time on this, so I don't really have time to repair, but I can do it right now a little bit. Even just that much is something. Good. Big steppy. Follow up. You notice the real key of a good telegraph in a fight like this? I can tell what his Haxi's doing while standing at point-blank range. Follow-up? Okay. I did remember the follow-up, but I messed it up. Run. I'm just blocking that. I'm not gonna parry it. Little delayed. Are you running? What are you doing? Heal. Sit down. Wait. Okay, I blocked one. Come on. And he's gonna burn out his window before I can do anything about it. Nope, he's not. Okay, thank goodness. Gotta get some repair back. Run. Maybe I should do a heavy attack on those. Grab. I did see the grab coming. Just messed up my block. Or dodge or whatever. Messed up my counter. Run. Big jumpy? Yeah, big jumpy. Shit. Well, I'm alive. That's something. Got a little bit back for that. And that's how you beat a big green monster. That fight was amazing. And I got my gold. Oh, that was the golden ergo. Okay. That fight was amazing. Almost as amazing as Ogden Drakir. So the Hound just wants all the hero weapons? How'd you even get past this guy? Okay, let's go level up and then come back. You are not right. Oh, I wanted to read up on that golden ergo too, and probably the boss soul. Unusual ergo required after defeating the green monster of the swamp. This is the material that Venigni said he needed to find a way to get to the Isle of Alchemists. The golden ergo is famous for its high value due to its high power. I still don't know what the apple's for, by the way. And then this thing. No one knows where the green monster of the swamp came from. Some think he was produced from Krot's wrath. That was a cool boss.
Whatever choice you make.
Give me more health. Here, I have your golden ergo.
No! Can it be? It can! Are you hurt anywhere? Ha! You never fail to surprise me, compagno. Now, allow me to return the surprise. This little wonder creates a lead-acid battery in a flash. The golden ergo is the purest form of power we can use, and it's nearly perfect. We could power a city block with this. You see, the alchemists ordered transportation from me, powered by this. I'm not sure, but maybe it's still in their underground base. Just one problem with the base. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't know when exactly either. I had to just hand it over immediately after the launching ceremony. After all, I am the prince of the Krat social scene, and I surrendered to their mysticism. There, it's done. Now take it. A secret alchemist's underground lair. That sounds like something Antonia might well have heard of. You'd better ask her about it.
Lead-acid battery made of golden ergo by Venigni. This is the material that Venigni said he needed to find a way to get to the Isle of Alchemists. Special ergo power enabled Venigni to move the giant submarine. It is manufactured to produce a higher power output through electric stimulation of ergo. You have anything new to say?
I know my way around.
No. I mean, it's interesting. I have met 2 doctors. Like, I can't use the apples, so I don't know what to do with them. Also, I still have a spare Trinity key, and I am pretty certain that there's one Trinity door that I've seen and haven't opened, but I don't know where it is, so I'd have to go back and... Oh, the hound's back.
I heard what happened at the exhibition. How frightful. It's no wonder you're trying to track down the alchemists. I'll tell you one thing. Many secrets are buried in the city of Krat. The same goes for this hotel. Beneath us, there is a passage connected to an underground base of the alchemists. It's where Ergo's vein was first discovered, long ago. Until the petrification disease, the hotel worked hand in hand with the alchemists. But I didn't know they'd be so corrupt. Everything changed when Simon became their leader. Oh, I thought the survivors of the exhibition would be different. But they're just as corrupt. The passageways to the underground base are locked from their side. We can't get through unless they open them. And the underground base is the only way to embark for the Isle of Alchemists. If we find the right alchemist, perhaps we can get that door opened. I heard that some of them occupy the collapsed tower of the train station. And the collapse makes me wonder whether they had something to do with the recent earthquake.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about the earthquake.
Don't you? People have thanks for keeping.
I found the last treasure thanks to you. The saber. A precious artifact from overseas. It'll always remind me of the rascal who stole it, then fell into the nest. I tried to save him, but...
This person's a scoundrel, no question.
Let the punishment fit the crime, I say. And in a twist of fate, you must become the weapon's true owner. A great weapon calls for a great warrior. Show me that you're worthy to wield it. What's this? A poster singing my praises? Oh dear, your practical jokes go too far. Oh, a wanted poster? Right, yeah. Let me explain. There is an unscrupulous reporter called Medoro, and he's the epitome of yellow journalism, and he only writes favorable articles if you bribe him. One time, I didn't give him a certain antique he wanted, and he slandered me, just like this. What has this world come to? Even noble explorers searching for true history get lambasted for all to see. Perhaps I should be pleased that this scrap of paper is powerless, as there's no authority to pay the reward. You can keep it as a souvenir. A great weapon...
Definitely guilty, by the way. Oh. Okay, Ghost Walk Amulet. Fury attack dodge available? See you, Richard. Enjoy. Nice chatting with you. The sentries feared the ghostly movements of the green monster of the swamp. One of the sentries miraculously managed to put the monster's information in an amulet, but he also disappeared. I sure will. I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, I don't even know if this is good, but I think I have to get it just to try it. 2 Dragon Sword. A precious sword that was at the Grand Exhibition Gallery. They say it was the saber of a commander from a quiet eastern land. The sea remembers the vow of the warrior. The general who rose up with the dragon to protect the people claimed a lonely victory in dozens of wars. I have to get this. I mean, I'd rather have the money, but like, I'm very curious to see what this looks like, so. Do I have any more quartz, by the way? Okay, one sec. I'm getting distracted. Put this on. Let me go out to the courtyard. That's not the courtyard. Where's the courtyard? This way. Fury attack dodge available? What's a Fury attack dodge? I wasted all that. I wasted the boss soul to get that. Oh, also, you know what? I never figured out how to do this thing. That was cool. Let me try that again. Oh, I just have to hold the trigger while I do it. I wonder if it's possible to deal enough damage to actually, like, take this thing out completely. Okay, I thought something might happen if you killed it. I assume I did kill it. Maybe it had like 1 HP left over. I think I killed it though. Okay, I don't know. Why did I get this? Fury attack dodge available, but I'm not. How do you do a Fury attack dodge? Okay, well that was a ripoff. Back to my Blue Guardianship thing. I don't think I have any more quartz. I don't have a full moonstone either, which I very much want. I don't think I need to talk to Geppetto or anything. Let's just continue. I'm just thinking up through the other errands I have to do in this game. The last remaining thing is the Trinity Key that I'm aware of. And I might go through at some point and just loop through old areas and find the Trinity door. I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain that that I found one.
Life is short. All I can do is keep... You actually met Alidoro and asked him about the wanted poster.
Sure did.
That's odd. Alidoro and Medoro are friends. When I was hurt, he took me to Medoro, who was one of the first on the scene. Medoro is quite the medic. He saved me when the workshop tower fell. There's gotta be a logical explanation. The Alidoro I admire would never talk about a friend like that.
Okay, Alidoro's fascinating, by the way.
Who knows, maybe that wanted poster is real. You keep an eye on him if you see him again.
Maybe that's not... Because in Bloodborne, there's a character at the... Bloodborne spoilers. At the beginning of Bloodborne, you wake up in Yosefka's clinic, and you can speak to Yosefka, and she says, basically, I'm sorry, I can't open the door. People are sick in here. I need to protect them. If you come back just a short ways into the game, you can again talk to Yosefka through the door. She still doesn't let you in, but if you pay very close attention, the voice is very slightly different. And this time she doesn't say, I can't let anyone in for the patient's safety. She'll say, I want to help people, just send them to me. And the reality is that the Yosefka you met at the start of the game gets killed by this imposter very early on in the playthrough. And the Yosefka you're talking to is actually someone else. I wonder if that's what happened with Alidoro. Or maybe, you know, this Alidoro I met is not Alidoro at all. Maybe it's an imposter right off the bat. So either Alidoro is actually a scumbag, or this is not Alidoro.
In times like these, when truth and lies are blurred, the only thing to believe is your gut instinct about a person. I trust Alidoro. He wants to save people and seek out the truth.
Totally.
Anyhow, you gave me the first lead on Alidoro I've had in months. Take this in return. Consider it a gift suitable for times like these.
Thank you. But how do I get in here, though?
Life is short. All I can do is...
Okay, well, moving on. Today I'm planning on playing for about another hour 45 minutes. I plan to play until roughly 3:30 to 4 o'clock Central Time. Oh no. Oh no, it's pulling a Sekiro. I can't go back here. But now I'm wondering, can I turn around and... Huh, okay, well, I'll come back to that. Back to the nest. Yeah, brilliant a game as this is, I'm also getting to the point where I kind of want to be finished with it. Not because it's getting bad or anything, just like... I consider myself a relatively busy person, and, you know, like everyone, I suppose. And the sooner that I finish this game, the sooner I can watch other people without really worrying about spoilers anymore, and, you know, this game's a blast, but also streaming it takes a fair bit of time. It didn't do the power attack. I wonder why. Maybe I did it wrong. Distinct possibility that I did it wrong. So there's the item up there that I can't get to yet. Oh, hi, I remember you. This is not what I expected to find down here. This is like the same kind of door as a Trinity bunker. I really want to go find that other Trinity key, or that Trinity door. I'll have to decide when to go back and do that search, because it might be a little boring. But I'll also get to farm up some Ergo, so that's always nice. Another earthquake. I wonder if I'm underneath Krat Central Station. Kind of looks like it, right? Can't wait for someone to do the world layout of Lies of P. Honestly, I'm just gonna go and then I can use a purification. Oh, never mind, don't even need it. Not even close. Okay, well, I found my way back to Krat Central Station. That explains why I couldn't teleport there. But this is clearly a different part of it, right? Because, like, at the start of the game, I couldn't go in that direction. Bloody Letter. 2123, train ticket to St. Marion. I remember that name from the billboard. The text is hard to read because of the bloodstains. I hate it when text is hard to read because of the bloodstains. Get out of here, brain sucker. Go back to Bloodborne. Let's just go ahead and use one of those. Blue Ferry, Star Regional, Keystone Express, St. Marion, Dacia. I haven't been to either of those. I'm very curious.
An ergo amplification effect coming from Krat Central Station. I wonder if the alchemists are plotting something again. Please investigate that area.
I will say it's a little odd to me how directly this game gives you orders. Like, it's a very, very minor complaint, but, you know, it's a linear path, and I'm very curious. Like, obviously I'm going to go explore. You don't really need to tell me to. Kaboom. Where was the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Oh, right. The explodey thing. Come at me, you fiend. I've been sucked one too many times in this game. And I'll have no more of it. So that's where I just went, I think, yeah. I want to get back to the start of the game. I bet the start of the game is, like, right over there. Yeah, that's probably where I started. Jesus, these noises. Honestly, I don't know how anyone would even fight these things without without their trusty puller thing. Uh-oh, you're a bloater. Come here. Who's left? I mean, there's just sort of these latent screams. I'm curious how many of them are active threats. Is this the start of the game? I think it might be. No, it's not. I don't think. Whoa! What the? Oh my god. Get out of here. Run! Run! Okay, okay. Let's all just relax. There we go. Good thing I'm tanky. That was a mess. Okay, so there was still the other path in the goop. Where does this lead me? I'm still very curious to see whether I can, like, properly get to the start of the game. Okay, a little detour for some items. Good, good. Begin to mark some of these areas off my mental map. Oh, Jesus. I remember you. You're a beginning game enemy, right? With no changes at all? See, this is really intriguing, actually, because these are puppets. That's not the intriguing part. The intriguing part is, why are the puppets also seemingly getting infected? Let's just use both. See, now I kind of want to go and drop back down over there, like in the central area. Wow. His lazy little swing just interrupted me. Wow, I am not doing well against this enemy, am I? It's fine, hide here. Let's also equip some fire. That did, like, nothing. Maybe I just need to be a lot more aggressive against this thing. If it's just gonna spray goop at me. Okay, not so bad. As with so many enemies in the game, they stop being quite so terrifying once you just stop being terrified of them. Stop that. I will say this game, in my opinion, is pretty accurately capturing that Bloodborne feeling of like, good lord, look at that fucking thing. It's pretty accurately capturing that feeling of like, the world was already messed up, but now it's becoming like exponentially more and more and more messed up the further I go. That's fine, I'll get to Cayde. Okay, well, let's just do a little heal. Oh god, my weapon. Top off on health. Yeah, this is where I started the game. Going into that area, which means that this probably leads me to the train car where I started. What in the fuck is this? I can't fight you. Look how big you are. Your rocks are made out of rocks. It's not fair. How am I supposed to fight that? Like, literally, I'm just bouncing off of it. It's terrifying. Maybe I need to, like, break it. It's so strong. Oh, I really want to kill it, though. Okay, this thing's actually not all that bad. I say as it's probably gonna, like, destroy me, but... I mean, even though my attacks are bouncing off, like... Big behind hit. Oh, wait, it's vulnerable from the rear. I didn't even realize. Oh, I thought that was a slam. Nice. Murderer Puppet's Amulet. That's the second thing I've gotten associated with a Murderer Puppet. I also got a weapon, I think. Increases damage inflicted on humans. Wow. Okay, the joy of having killed a human lies dormant within the clockwork heart. Why? I will kill anything that resembles a human. You know, honestly, relatable. I kill anything that resembles a puppet. Okay, so we've got a big ol' ladder going up. And then this is where I started the game. Yep, here's that workshop. Get a little top off on health. No more Legion plugs. I don't really know what I expect to find here. I always like it when games do this, by the way. Kind of let you go back to the starting area, but now it's super messed up. Simple pleasures, I suppose. Oh, you're not dead. Now you are. This is where I got woken up. God, these sounds. I have perfected the greatest puppet, now that child again. This note wasn't here the first time. I couldn't break that the first time.
We are... Yes, behind the train car where you woke up. Wait, what
See,
is this?
now I'm curious at the start of the game.
Who would put a workshop like this here?
One sec.
Of all places. Good grief.
Well, at the start of the game, I think I even noticed that there was something behind the screen, but I couldn't attack. And then you go to the end. I wonder if you could get the weapon and turn around and come here. Don't answer that if you know, by the way. But I'm wondering if you could. And then it seems suspicious to me that something as monumental as coming back to the very start of the game would just be this strange note. What the fuck? Yeah, so Geppetto was working here. I know these are not actually new things, so... What the fuck? Letter from someone who has gone ahead. Dear Geppetto's puppet, who will come to this workshop train, I'm really thankful to you. A workshop train hidden by Geppetto, isn't that something? If not you, how would I have found this place? Unfortunately for Geppetto, I have the ability to read someone's memories. Oh. In Malum District, I had a hunch. They thought that if they followed you, Geppetto's puppet, they'd find the relic he stole, and that hunch was right. The relic has been returned to our sacred place. Now that the stage is set, the doors will open. I know all this is confusing, but soon you'll learn everything. Thank you, you were a good guide. SM, which almost definitely stands for Simon Malum, whatever the guy's last name is, leader of the alchemists. I still don't know for certain whether the leader of the alchemists was the person who sapped up all those souls in the Ghostbusters cutscene, because I didn't get to look at their face, but I'm kind of assuming it was at this point. Geppetto stole a relic of some kind that they stole back. Okay. A lot of break cartridge. Resistance to break. Okay. And it has almost identical physical. I'll just keep on what I have. At this point, I think it's just a matter of, like, all of these are very similar, except that I can get slightly better resistances to different things. We'll see. And again, I'm sure you know this, but just to be safe, all of my questions are rhetorical. I'm just thinking out loud. But, like, this was pretty clearly optional. Which, you know, you saying you had to come back later is not a spoiler. Like, this was an optional thing that I broke open. Very obviously, I could have missed that. But I also didn't get, like, a key item. Like, for example, in Bloodborne, there are a number of places in the game, specifically 4 of them, where you can get these thirds of umbilical cords, which lead to a hidden final boss. And so I was kind of expecting to find some, like, very important secret item in there, but I haven't done that, I don't think. All that to say that I'm glad I found that. I'm not quite sure what the significance is beyond the story, which is still interesting, don't get me wrong, but, like, I don't know if that materially affects anything. It's one of the reasons I've been enjoying playing this game so much is I am just absolutely blind to it, you know? Like, playing Dark Souls 3 for the first time, it's like, yeah, I hadn't played Dark Souls 3 before, but it's Dark Souls. I kind of know how Dark Souls works, and I know how From works, in terms of, like, the way that they tend to make their games. Whereas this studio is, you know, obvious statement of the year, is very, very similar to From the games, most notably Bloodborne, but, like, this is not a FromSoft game. So it might still, you know, it can do other things that surprise me. And that's been something I've been trying to be careful of as I play, is to not just assume, oh, this is just a Dark Souls. Like, no, it isn't. It's very similar, but it still has the capacity to, you know, surprise me and do its own thing. Like, this story has a lot more to it than I thought it would. Let me not rest there, because I don't want to respawn everything. Anyway, my random musings. Okay, so this is where else I wanted to go. And I'll have to figure out whether there's a more of a forward path here. You know what? Let's do this, actually. Let's cheese it a little. How about this, and how about this? Take out some of the little guys first. There we go, good. I'm fine, quote-unquote, wasting those items if it means that I get a kill out of it. Let's use these. I'd rather even the playing field here. I'll equip my shot put as well, because I'll probably want that on the big guy. So there's another little one. Whoops. Let's give you a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. Son of a bitch. Okay, better get down there fast and kill him, because they do get some health regen. Okay, I need to destroy this. Yep, that's gonna come back. Break it. What do I get down here? Warts, that's worth it. Oh, maybe you just have to break those twice. I thought they came back infinitely. They do. Okay, I was right. So, let's see. So this was definitely forward progress past the green lizard monster. Brought me to here. And at this point, I think I still don't want to rest quite yet. I don't want to respawn everything. I mean, I made it all the way back to the start of the game. So that kind of seems like an end path for where I'm at right now. You know, alternately, when I looked at the fast travel map, the two beginning stargazers were both disabled. That indicates to me maybe that I can make it to the next area as well. You know, like as if I was progressing from the start of the game. So I want to go... Oh, you're still alive. Hi. I thought I killed you all. Crawling out of the woodworks, these are. Okay, so that's where I came from. What did I do? I came here, I went through here. And that led me in this direction, which brought me to this. Then from here, I explored out this way. There were some locked gates that I have since opened. I did already fall into there, and I cleared out everything. Apologies if this is dull. I want to make sure I'm not missing a critical path here. I've already fallen down into there and then worked my way out. These are shortcuts back in the other direction. You see, this would be the way forward. If it is possible to go further forward here. It'd be right up this way, but there are pretty clearly some boxes I can't break. I think this is just intended to show you that, because like I don't see enemies or items in here, so this I think is just to indicate this is where you are, go back to the beginning. And then probably I have to go talk to Geppetto, but what was the whole point of this? Like there was another earthquake. There was some station collapse? I don't... Was it up here? I think I went up here already. Yeah, this is how I got to the backside of one of these. And there wasn't like another path in this direction, no. Okay, well let me... I'm gonna check in here just one more time, and then I will back out to Hotel Krat. I assume this was my objective in coming here, is make it back to the start. And, I mean, this may or may not be optional, but it was certainly optional in finding it exactly when I did. Okay, well, if I have to clear out everything again, then so be it. I think I was pretty thorough there, so hopefully someone will say something new here. There was just some tooltip about Geppetto. I didn't get to read all of it.
Whatever choice you make.
Thanks for keeping.
By the way, do you remember when I mentioned my partner? I got a
I'll check in a
distress
sec,
signal
Karnak.
from him. His last location was Krot Central Station. But my gear won't protect me from the petrification.
You really
disease
need to
there.
take a shower.
Can you find him for me? I'll make it worth your while, thanks. My partner's name is Atkinson. I think he was trying to secure an escape route. Look for him around Krot Central Station. I think he was trying to secure...
Okay, so there probably is more around Krot Central Station, and I probably just missed it. Somehow. I'm gonna go grab some gold coin fruit. See if John Joe has anything new to say. Oh wait, this isn't. I keep making this mistake. This is not where it is. Oh, my level is 78. Oh, it tells you how much ergo you need. Nice. I've pumped everything into vitality, motivity, and then some into capacity and the thing that gives you stamina. And I have a quartz too. I really want more amulet slots. Alternately... Yeah, I want another amulet. But now I can go down to the level 4 ones. Lowers natural recovery upon weapon attack. Reduces the amount of enemy's natural HP recovery. That's decent. This is pretty good, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's a good problem to have. Like, there's a lot of really, really good amulets, and I don't have enough slots for them. I don't use items that much, but let's see what we have. Don't care about that. Don't really care about any of this, to be honest. Yeah, this system is a little confusing. Like, now I get it, but it's a little weird where it's like you use quartz to upgrade your character, but really that means you slot multiple pieces of quartz in to unlock, you know, in this case, adding an amulet slot, and each one individually gives you a different benefit. I wouldn't say it's a bad system. It's just a bit confusing, I think. Charges a certain amount of... That's pretty good, but I don't use Legion all that much, especially in boss fights, so I don't want to do that. That'd be good more when exploring, I think. And at this point, I have plenty of leftover Legion charges, and even if I don't, I can just buy them. What about survival? I mean, obviously, right? What do you have to say, Geppetto?
So, you found the workshop train. And the letter. I know who sent that letter. It has to be Simon. He has always been after my inventions.
I don't trust you, Geppetto. That's the problem.
He are the best at bringing out Ergo's power, and he's obsessed. Don't pay that snake's lies any mind. Trust me, and save Krot, my son.
But I don't trust Simon either, but I also don't trust you.
Remember, ask me about
it. Well, I guess I'm going back to Central Station. Let me go grab some fruit. And then proceed to not give them to the guy. Let's go see if you have anything new to say.
How's the cure for the petrification disease coming along? Glad you asked. It's going well, thanks to you. Sadly, it cannot cure everyone completely. Victims who have progressed too far have already lost organ function, and there's no way to restore that. Even if we eliminate the petrification disease, they won't last long. Their passing might be less painful than petrification, though. Are you sure? I can make a cure, Mr. Stalker, but I leave the choice to you. A longer but painful life, or a quicker but peaceful end. I'll make the cure if you give me 1 gold coin fruit.
So here's the thing. The way that that question was just posed to me is disingenuous. Like, I can have a cure and then decide how to use it. Or I could have the cure and give it to people who are actually not too far gone to be cured. So it seems like it's a no-brainer. Obviously, I want the cure. Worst case scenario, I just don't use it. So, yes. A cure for Antonia.
Stalker, please. Stalker.
Yeah, I guess I'll buy some of these, whatever.
The cure isn't exactly stable. Give it to the patient as soon as possible.
Okay. I'm going to talk to Polendina before I give it to Antonia. Also, let me read up on that. A cure for Antonia, a prototype of a cure made by Jianzhou using gold coin fruit. They say it can be given to someone suffering from the petrification disease as cure. The petrification disease not only makes the body stiffen, but also causes long-term organ failure. There is no guarantee that someone who catches it will survive even after being cured. Well, I mean, if the choice are she dies or she dies, and also she's been on her deathbed for like 10 hours of playthrough, so I kind of feel like make up your mind.
I believed in you, and my belief has been rewarded. She can be cured. It feels like a dream. The possibility of imminent death, though. Why won't pain ever leave her alone? I cannot make this choice. Every option is painful. I cannot know what's best for her.
I would use it.
What would you? Yes. I suppose ignoring her pain.
Why don't we just ask her whether she wants it?
Thank you so much. No matter what happens, I will accept it. I will administer the medicine. Please accept this token of my gratitude. No matter what fate serving, welcome to Hotel.
I was going to say, can we just ask her whether she wants it?
People have no thanks for keep.
I can't mention, hey, by the way, you're about to get cured. Okay, well. Also, I need a new outfit. I've had this one for a while.
Whatever choice you make.
I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. There's a bug in the game, by the way. You can't remove items. I assume this is a bug. You can't remove items that are at 0. So I have to kind of awkwardly do this. Let me just rest and come back. Is that enough to have used it, or do I actually have to teleport?
Oh, it's you. Come here. I've been in such a good mood all day. I have a feeling I'll be in better shape in no time. Oh, and you better not underestimate me just because I'm not as spry as I used to be. I know you and Polendina are up to something. Still, I haven't felt this happy in a while. Only kind people can give others this sort of happiness. I always treasure a day like today. Thank you. People have thanks for...
Let's go talk to Polendina, see if he actually administered the cure.
No matter what fate serving her, welcome to...
Okay. I guess let's go back to Krat Central Station. Interesting, these are just dead. Oh, these are not the Central Station ones. This is outside. I feel like I explored everything here, but I must have missed something. Like, the most obvious answer is continue forward, but I couldn't. There were boxes in the way. And now all the bad guys are back. Also, one second. Well, no. I was going to go back to the hotel and see if Paul and Dina actually administered the cure, but I'll just check on that the next time I go back. Well, this is a shortcut, so, I mean, we'll take the shortcut. See if it leads anywhere. Belle told me to find her partner, what's-his-face. Oh, well, there's a treasure chest I missed. How do I get here? Is it just down here? Did I just not go in this direction? I know there was a collapse, but why did they have to cut off communication? Please let us out. Whoa, whoa! Okay, these things are terrifying. Time to put on my puppet killing juice. At least, that would be really bullshit if those things dealt high damage, but they don't, so it's fine. Master Chef? My goodness. A Master Chef's blade. It is short, but good enough to slaughter puppets. The citizens who fought back during the puppet frenzy the most were cooks, really. Their knives that were once used to prepare feasts were repurposed to slaughter puppets. Some famous chefs engraved their handles with their symbol or initials. While slaughtering puppets, they lost their sanity amidst the violence. They got more and more drunk on the feeling of cutting something to pieces rather than saving people. Hey, it happens to the best of us. So there's a distinct possibility I just straight up didn't come this way last time, and... Okay, so I figured out where to go. Yep, saw that one coming from a mile away. Yep, not the first time it's happened. I'm sure it won't be the last. Oh, you kind of look like you're wearing similar clothing. No? No, I'm friend. Whoops.
In a city where everything is upside down, the strong rule, not the wise. In a city where everything is
that should have grabbed him.
the strong rule, not the wise.
And the poise, though.
Welcome to the city reveal the future, and the future is death.
Are you a poet? Oh my god. I can't hit him. Stop that.
You ought to give to the need.
This thing's harder than a boss. Oh my god, I don't have my healing equipped. There we go. Alright. I was just trying to get a power attack off. Whoops. Nice. You attacked the wrong puppet. What'd I get? I like this theming of the different animal masks. The robber weasel's mask. It may look ridiculous and unimpressive, but its ability to instill fear in the dark is unmatched. The robber believed she could escape the city once the next empty house was ransacked. She never imagined that this would be her last excursion. The hunting apparel worn by the robber weasel. It may look shabby, but nothing is better for robbing. Countless aristocrats have died, and countless homes have lost their owners. With its many empty houses, Krat became the perfect place for robbers and petty thieves to ply their trade. Finally, a new outfit. All of the outfits in this game slap, honestly. They're all pretty cool. These are just basically clickers at this point. What I want to know is, when am I getting my full moonstone? Give me that Titanite slab. Nice detail on these objects. Look at that wicker basket. A dream of becoming a real girl. Oh, we got ourselves a butterfly. I never used cat dust. That's the second one I've gotten. Makes you stealthy, I guess. Reduces presence. Let's try it. I've never used one. Oh, so spooky. You can't see me, right? But my cat. My cat power. Okay, so that's the way forward, and this is where I would have come from if I was going through the game initially. Yep. So we'll create this and not rest at it. Plenty of healing. So that's forward. This is where I just came from. Let's continue exploring this direction before going the other direction. Actually, I think I just came backwards through here, so... Right? The first time you come through here, and this is only fresh in my memory because I watched the beginning of another person's playthrough, so I just saw him go through this area. You have to kill this mini-boss, and then it drops a key. That's a Trinity door. This is not what I was thinking of. I'm pretty sure I found another Trinity door on top of this one. Song of the day. The pickpocket who was overconfident in a gamble had his heart stolen and died. You have to read those fast because they don't show up for very long. Wow. What's a carrier's amulet +1? Increases weight limit. The puppets walked and walked. They saved their final step for the barren swamp, the puppet's grave. And, man, suddenly I'm just overflowing in costumes. That's cool. Workwear of the Workshop Union. Krat, the capital of automated puppets, was built by their hands. Krat's wealth came from machinery and trams, weapons, and automated puppets. Geppetto and the Workshop Union were the prophets and adventurers of this golden path. Awesome. Remember the metal angel, we are simply on a journey that follows his footsteps. So I'm confused. I thought, just as a hunch, right, Trinity, try, that's 3. I thought that when I opened up 3 of these doors, I would get at whatever this is, because that looks like, what, some special book locked inside a metal cage, right? But, like, I can't break it. So it might be that there's another Trinity key somewhere. It could also be that there is some way to interact with this and I'm just being kind of dumb. Because if all you get from the Trinity keys is just items, like, that's fine. Maybe I kind of built on my expectations too highly. Maybe that was always there at the start of the game. I don't know. So normally you can't get outside until you... It's like, I want to explore a little further. I think there's more in here. Because down here, there was a very, very strong enemy that you had to kill. But maybe you just can't get into that area anymore. I see the staircase going down over there. Let me check that out. Or did I already do this and I'm just kind of being silly about it? I don't remember. Or is this where I came from the first time? I might be going backwards. Yeah, this is where you've had to fight the big guy that dropped a key. Okay, so I just went in a big loop backwards. That makes sense. It's all coming together. What time is it? 2:45? Plenty of time. Does that take extra stamina? No. Okay, yeah, so I was mostly correct that I just explored this area going backwards. And now we continue forwards. Okay, those guys are big, but they're also very slow. You are more dangerous because you can sap my brain juice. Yeah, those guys are kind of really... Oh, they toppled over the statue. My goodness. Me too. I kind of don't know how to use it. Like, I know you pull yourself in and then attack, but I don't know the precise timing of it. Which is to say, I'm bad at using it. But it is very, very snazzy. Let's just say, whenever it goes off, it'll be a happy accident. Cornerstone of Origin. See, I've used almost exclusively this Legion arm the whole time. I tried out the landmine one, and I have the electric shotgun, and I have the flamethrower. I didn't get any of the others, even though I have materials now to make at least a few more. I just figured, like, I really, really like the pull here. I remember you. You're an enemy in the early part of the game. That was a ballsy play I just did. What?! It's like that one boss. It has a flail attack after you stagger it. So yeah, that's fine. That was like no progress at all. Everything in this game has tentacles, man. Too many tentacles. I'm not about that life. Come fight me. At least I can kill those guys very fast. Okay, I think you just need to press it like when you get close. Let's try it again, actually. Yep. Excuse me, I'm fighting the big guy. Stop. I will go back over and fight the guy who killed me because I need my revenge, but first, kill you. And kill you. Whoops. What's with the evil disruption dogs? I guess step one, grab this. Grab this, thank you. Oh, I didn't know there were two of you! Alright, I didn't know there were two of them. Hey, at least I got my money back. I've only lost my money like once in this game. And it was the, I don't remember whether it was the result of bullshit. When you're going through the big, like, quarry area with the big cannons that shoot at you from the tower, there's, like, some pieces of flooring that fall out, and it's total horse shit. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the other guy alive for a moment. I don't know if he's gonna see me or not. I'd rather just go kill the dummy. Very cool. Okay, get this. Now I know there's another guy. Where is it? Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Come get me. Get out of here. Oh, right, it does that. I forgot. Same thing that got me the first time. That is just absolutely scary. Was there not another basic enemy? No? Okay. Maybe it just snuck up on me from somewhere else. Coil Mjolnir head. Coil Mjolnir head. A hammerhead modified by attaching Venini's storage battery. Ergo functions as a conductor so that a strong electric shock causes it to release a current. I don't know whether Venini is a genius or a fool for using an item like this as a mere storage battery. The opinion of a technician named Descartes on Venini's storage battery. It was made long and sturdy so that it could withstand the hammer's impact. How could he use my storage battery on this horrifying thing? Is Descartes a fool or a genius? The opinion of Venini on Descartes' hammer. No, I have not used a lot of weapons. At the start of the game, I chose the cutlass, kind of just the sword, not the rapier, not the big, strong weapon. Used that for a little while. I briefly used the electric weapon, like the one you can buy from the first vendor that you meet in near the petrification zone. And otherwise, I've gotten a bunch of weapons, and I've ultimately sold all of them. And there's a few reasons for that. You know, maybe I'll do something like this and just like pull out the weapon for a moment, but yeah, the lightning cudgel, that's the one. First of all, even though all these weapons are great, I've invested upgrade materials into these things, and you also get plenty of upgrade materials, so it's not even so much that, it's that I tend to prefer a simpler playstyle, and simpler here means, like, I have my weapon, I just want to go through the game and just kill things. For example, that's why I prefer these amulets that just give me passive increases, as opposed to, like, maybe there was something that was activated. It's also why I tend to not use a lot of items. First of all, because I don't have all that many. I could buy more, but I don't have all that many. But also because I prefer to just run around and hit things with stick. Additionally, like when I played Elden Ring, I played the whole game with a broadsword and just rolled. I didn't use summons. I did use Black Flame. I really like I find it very, very fun to get real up close and personal with enemies and really get good at the parries and the dodges and stuff. And I think having a relatively fast, not the fastest like a dagger. Yeah, I'm a pretty one-track guy. Like, just get up close and just thwack it until it's dead. That's what I want. And this is a good weapon for that. As for why I used the police baton in specific, as opposed to some of the other options that are also kind of these kind of average speed melee weapons, it's because I like the weapon art on this. You know, you start the game with only 3 Fable charges, so the police baton has, you can see in the bottom right, it has Fable arts that use 2 and 1 respectively for the weapon and the handle. And so I like that. It means that I can use weapon arts, or the Fable arts, more frequently. Yeah. It's very much I don't even think it's a problem necessarily, but like it's very much just a thing that I'm choosing to do. Like, it's not at all a fault of the game or anything like that. But yeah, I just kind of prefer the simplicity of just give me a big stick, let me hit things. To the point that I'm not suggesting the game would be better if what I'm about to say is done, to be clear, but like, I really wouldn't actually mind if there was only one weapon in the whole game. Like, just something like this. Again, not suggesting that the game would be better for it. It's just, I really wouldn't care. Yeah, Sekiro's fantastic, don't get me wrong. But I certainly prefer Dark Souls, and I know a lot of people are the opposite. They strongly prefer Sekiro to any of the Souls games. What's up, Shafe? I definitely prefer the Dark Souls formula. And I think there's a few reasons for that. Number one, Sekiro, you know, despite this may sound a little contradictory with what I just said about using one weapon, but Sekiro I think has a lot less variety in its playstyle than Souls has. I guess even though I'm not using those weapons, I like the options of having lots of different usable items and lots of different weapons, and Sekiro doesn't have that as much. It does have, you know, the prosthetic tools and whatnot, but not too much of it. Additionally, I really like that you can just wail on enemies in this game, and in Sekiro, you know, the whole crux of the system is balancing offense and defense with the parries and the deflects, which means that it doesn't matter how well you understand a boss, unless you're doing like the dead angle stuff on Genichiro, you can't just thwack them over and over and over again. Like there's a forced back and forth. And I really like that, like for example, when you're speedrunning a Souls game with experience, you can just absolutely annihilate bosses. And I feel like you cannot do that to the same extent in Sekiro. All of this might sound like I don't like Sekiro, which is not true. I like Sekiro a lot, but I like Souls games even more than that. Yeah, the handle blade system, that's a good system. It's good, and it's something I've thought about a lot. I'm an aspiring developer myself, which is part of why I've thought about this so much. Like, have either of you, Shafe or Karnak, have you played any of the like popular mods for the Souls games? For example, I played through the Cinders mod for Dark Souls 3, which I think was excellent. But there's a number of like very high profile mods for those games, and they're a lot of fun. But a challenge when you're designing a game like this, I think, is restraint. Like, it's relatively easy to just come up with more ideas. What if you did this? What if you had a weapon that did this? What if you had this system? And a lot of those things might be super fun, like as you see in a lot of the mods that add a lot of systems. It can be a blast to play, but you also have to balance that with making sure you're not overwhelming the player and making sure that the different approaches are reasonably balanced. Not perfectly balanced. This isn't a competitive multiplayer game, but reasonably balanced. So, like, you could go a lot further, as a lot of games have. Rather than just having a handle and a sword, you could have a handle and a hilt and a lining and an amulet, and you could have 500 little attachments on your weapon and have a fully customizable system. And again, that's wonderful. A lot of games have done that, but just having handle and sword simplifies your decision-making process. It's just, I choose one handle and one sword, and that's it. And I'm guessing that was very intentional on their part to have that simplicity. I want to use a... One sec. Get a little closer. I want to use this. Now come at me. Come fight me. Come get me. Oh, wow, that's not long-lasting at all. See if I remember how to fight this guy. Nope, nope, I don't. It's all over. Wow. Wasted my big hit. I'm seeing these attacks coming, I'm just kind of being dumb and locking myself into animations. How many combos do you have? This is, by the way, this is an example of an enemy that I don't like very much, you know, also because I'm just bad at fighting it, but like, part of why I don't like this enemy is that it moves very, very slowly, which makes it very difficult to know when its combos have ended. Because a combo ending looks very similar to I'm just taking a rest between combo hits. Let's stop off before I die. There we go. I mean, also I'm just bad at fighting it, so that doesn't help. Yeah, this has been a really staggeringly good year for games. A lot of games have been, though. Like, a lot of people will point to, like, I think 2004 is like when World of Warcraft came out, and a number of games. 2007 is when Portal and all kinds of awesome games came out. 2017, you had Hollow Knight and Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild. But, like, really... I mean, in recent memory, every year has had, like, a number of incredibly, like, influential, really, really good games. Like I said, it'll depend on... Oh, let me go level up. Yeah, this year has been very, very solid. I mean, and also, games come out... You know, games take a while to make, but there's also a lot of people making games, so as a consumer, games come out fast enough that... I don't know, even if everything that came out this year was shit, which is the opposite of true, it doesn't matter. Just play all the stuff from all the previous years that you missed.
Whatever choice you make.
I think we all have gaming backlogs that we'll never ever fill. Okay, now did you get cured?
People have... Thanks for keeping people have not.
No matter what fate serving her, welcome.
I've actually kept some documents of this year and last year. I've kept a document for how many games I played each year, including like the recurring multiplayer stuff. Like I play old school RuneScape and Overwatch 2. Those are the big ones, but also to a lesser extent Deep Rock Galactic, maybe a little bit of Rocket League here and there, and then is a lot of new stuff. Not necessarily new releases, but new to me. Like I started playing Rain World, and am excited to finish playing Rain World at some point. My Rain World playthrough is interrupted by this game, but then I'll go back. I still haven't found Belle's Companion, by the way. I don't know what that's about. Fairy Tale of the Three Brothers of the Workshop Tower. The first part is torn off. Thus, there lived in Krat a technician who made the friendly three puppet brothers, an alchemist who breathed life into puppets, and a stalker who rectified puppets gone wrong. The three brothers built the craftsman's workshop tower and made phenomenal puppets. The puppets seemed as if they're alive. The good ones helped the people of Krat and worked hard, danced, and sang songs. The people were extremely glad, and everyone was happy. They said it's all thanks to the three brothers. The three brothers lived happily ever after. Does that mean that Simon and Geppetto, is everyone a puppet? Are there any humans left? Yeah, I mean, it feels good. It's like, for me personally, besides this game, I actually don't spend all that much time playing games, believe it or not. You know, generally, I'll play, I don't know, maybe 1 to 3 or maybe 4 hours of some combination of Overwatch or some other game. Sometimes as little as, sometimes even less than that. And I've been spending a lot of time doing development, which is part of why. And so sometimes it can be hard to tear myself away from that and remind myself, like, no, it's important to play games. First of all, because they're fucking awesome. And also because, you know, it's nice to be able to talk to other people about games. And also, if I'm going to try to make games of my own, I need to make sure I'm, you know, playing games.
I don't suppose you'd like to buy anything? Sorry. I've been on my own so long, my sales pitch is a little rusty. Hard to
What
engage
marathon
in
run do you
trade
have?
when you're fleeing from monsters. Even if the abnormal has become normal, The living must live. Buy something, and you'll help both of us.
What you got? Wow. This is surprisingly good stuff. Military shovel handle. Hey, well, good luck on that. Sounds really cool. Insulation, radiation, electric shock, overheat. I could buy all 3 of these just to have them. I don't know. And I'll hold off on buying them for now. I probably won't get all that much out of it. I'm guessing there's a boss coming up. My gamer intuition is twitching. Good lord. Hey, I found some ergo, everyone. I think I found the source of the earthquakes. I still never found that person's friend, by the way. Possible I missed a side path somewhere, but maybe they're up here.
Whoa. This used to be the workshop's transportation base, close to Krotz Central Station. Maybe that's why the puppets were so hell-bent on attacking the place during the frenzy. But I didn't see it myself. I didn't know the scale of it all. So let's add that earthquake to our list of strange and bizarre happenings in Krot and keep moving.
What are you? Eat this. Oh, that guy was way weaker than I thought he'd be. I'm dead. So that just disrupts them. Can I destroy them? Yes, but they're strong. I don't even know what disruption does. Lover's letter. I will read that lover's letter shortly. One sec. Hi. Pixel, can you... Hi. You're very cute. Thank you. Yeah, he woke up from his nap. To my beloved Gideon Alfnir from Elden Ring. The world is dying. I hear news of the epidemic dozens of times. I didn't know that's how disruption worked. That's fine, I had like no money. Was I still being disrupted from that crystal? I was pretty far away from it. Okay, back to my reading. The world is dying. I hear news of the epidemic dozens of times a day. If, on top of this, I'm not able to see you, I may suffocate and die. I'll wait for you at the sign tonight as usual. Don't be late, my love. Hey, LLM. I hope those are L's and not I's. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. What does disruption do? Apparently it kills you. Is what I learned. I think my last stream was Elden Ring. Maybe I streamed like once. Playing, I think I did exactly one stream of Lost in Random, and I don't think I ever continued it after that. Not because the game was shit or anything, I just kind of, I don't know, didn't feel too strong a drive. Yeah, look at that disruption ramping up. So let's do some testing. It does seem to be proximity based. Get a little closer. Yeah, okay, and it starts to ramp up again. So for this area, I'm almost certainly going to want my... Is it special? Yeah, my special resistance. Yeah, it might have been Little Nightmares 2. I did stream Little Nightmares 2. I don't even remember whether that was before or after. My timeline is all messed up. Whoa! So I think these guys just knock you around a lot. That's what makes them dangerous. Resplendent Ergo Fragment, nothing else over there. So as far as my streaming and gaming, I have barely been streaming for a long time. I bought this game, booted it up, and after about 5 seconds decided, yeah, I want to stream it. And I think that was the right choice. You know, streaming can be... Alright, let's just try this. I know I can break these crystals too. So I think that's the key, is just break them. Streaming can be stressful at times, but even if no one's watching, I've learned I like playing these games and just kind of talking through... Whoops. And just kind of talking through what I'm thinking. I find that pretty enjoyable. So I streamed Elden Ring, I streamed Little Nightmares 2, which, yeah, like you said, may have been before Elden Ring. I did like one scattered stream maybe here and there. I'm not doing any speedrunning at the moment, no. There is an Ori randomizer doubles tournament happening. There's a butterfly. Shit. Can I pull this guy off? Nice. And I was considering participating in the Ori tournaments. I'm probably not going to, just for time considerations. It's possible that I'll run this a little bit because I really enjoyed running Dark Souls. The primary reason I stopped running Dark Souls was time more than lack of enjoyment. Oh, good gracious. Oh god, okay. Good lord. Heal, heal, heal. It's got like 100 appendages it's attacking me with. Oh, that was risky. Yeah, primarily time has been the factor for me. I think I've also become more specific in what I want out of a speedrun, but I think, you know, we'll have to see how this run pans out, what kind of skips may or may not exist, and whatnot. The game's pretty new. I'm sure a bunch of other people are already speedrunning it. But also, I've just, as I was saying, I really haven't been spending all that much time in total even playing games. You know, I have some, but especially for like new single-player stuff like this, I haven't been spending too much time with that. A major part of it there is that I'm trying to make my own video game, and that takes time. And so that's been my priority for a lot of my work. Or a lot of my time, I should say. $2.5 hours, sure. Yeah, I mean, the game's so new, people will... See, I don't know if that was a forward path over there. I think the shortcuts generally lead you forward, so I'm going to come back over here, assume that that leads up to that, and then come back. Oh, okay, so it's coming down rapidly. Well, now this looks like forward progress. I don't know which way is forward progress. I'm able to share everything. Unfortunately, I don't have I have like tons of screenshots and, you know, developmental progress things, which I'm very proud of, but I don't have like a kind of real playable demo of any reasonable length. I can tell you that I have I'm using a custom 3D engine that I've been writing over the course of many years at this point. They say when the crystals appear from the ground, it's a sign of the end days. Let me read that again. It's the end. We're all going to die. Everyone's going to die. So yeah, I have a custom 3D engine. I have gotten a lot better. A long way to go, but I've gotten a lot better at Blender modeling and sculpting, texture painting, rigging, skinning, animation, all that stuff. I've been spending most of my time on the texture painting and weight painting and animating fronts lately. Where's the destruction crystal? The genre that I'm aiming for is, I think the closest would be to describe it as something like a Zelda game. It's an area that's been difficult for me, and I've kind of waffled a number of times on, you know, even if I had unlimited time and money, which of course I don't, how should I direct my efforts? Whoa! What should be my focus as far as like working on a particular game, because obviously making something smaller would allow me to release a game faster, but I have to enjoy what I'm making. And I tend to be a lot more interested in making something that's larger scale. And I know that's a very common problem, right? That's kind of the essence of scope creep. But it is a difficult balance, or at least I have found it to be a very difficult balance. I'm gonna top off before I die. And I know my weapon's low. Come on, come on, come on. Got him, good. I don't think that Star Citizen is overscoped. I think that Star Citizen is doing exactly what they set out to do, which is to keep a game perpetually in early access and earn money off of it. I don't know whether that's true. I don't know the developers, of course. But, I guess both could be true. It could be overscoped and also perpetually in early access. So yeah, with I could ramble on about my own development forever, and I'm sure it's very interesting to some people, and some people will probably find it tedious. Oh, let me repair this. Over time, I feel like I used to talk about game development more openly than I do now, and it's not out of it's nothing to do with secrecy, right? I'm a solo developer using my own engine. There's nothing like an NDA or anything like that in play. It's more that I worry. Collapsed workshop tower. So now I want to go back to that other area, by the way. Let me do that, actually. I'm going to teleport back and check out the other area. I worry that I will annoy the friends with whom I have talked about this topic extensively. Not that, you know, I don't think I ramble about it too much, and a lot of people will probably find it interesting, right? In the same way that I am interested in what my friends are doing, but I've definitely just, even for myself, felt a sense of like respectfully, shut up and, you know, talk to me when you've got like a demo or something, you know, or something a little more concrete, I suppose. I'm still messing up that power move, by the way. But yeah, also as a solo developer, I need to get away from the disruption or I'm gonna die. I have to do everything, right? Which on his face is like, well, yeah, obviously that's just true. But there's kind of two distinct problems there, at least as I imagine it. Problem number one is actually doing the work, right? Like, on the programming side, I might have a really difficult technical challenge, or maybe I have to figure out, like, I spent some time with shoulder rigging, trying to get shoulders to move reasonably accurately. That's pretty hard. But on top of that, it's like, kind of like as I mentioned before, is the direction in which I'm focusing my work even intelligent? Imagine that I'm working on some massive project and it's going to take me another 4 years to finish it. Maybe that's worth it, right? Maybe that's the right call. Maybe I'll be very happy, or maybe I'd be much happier if I just made something with a much smaller scope that I could finish in a year, even if it's not as interesting to me as the big project. And as for which one of those is the right choice, well, I'm not sure. That has multiple perspectives as well, because if you're a hobbyist, which you could debate, maybe I still am a hobbyist depending on your definition, then your criteria for how you choose what work to do is different. Because if you're a commercial studio, of course you still care about, you know, do we like what we're making? Are people happy? But also, is what I'm making likely to make money and actually be commercially successful? Let's... Oh god, get away, get away. The disruption. And in my case, oh my god, I'm trying to lock onto this thing. In my case, I'm, again, in a situation that I would imagine a lot of people are in, which is that I have to just balance the larger scope versus the potentially larger commercial success, and that is also resting on the unproven assumption that the larger game is more likely to be commercially successful if I can even do it. Alright, because that's another thing. It's like, well, if I'm biting off way more than I can chew, well, then there's no decision to be made. Like, if I can't make the bigger game... And I'm not saying I want to make Lies of P alone. Nothing like that. Like, I understand my own limitations, but... Well, now I'm getting off topic. It's a tricky line between trying to decide what's right and at some point you just kind of start suffering from decision paralysis, I think. And at some point, maybe the answer is any of these are good choices, just pick one and just move forward. Okay, so I still need to get up there, and it looks like maybe I get back there way later. Because I see a ladder coming down. I don't really want to fight that thing again. I don't see a way up right away. I don't think there's like a ladder up here that I missed. I'm just going to come back to that later. So it's a challenge. I'm trying to be as productive as I can, but also the nature of creating something artistic is that you can spend an immense amount of time on any piece of it that might ultimately never see the light of day. At which point, that work will not have been totally, you know, wasted because it's still enjoyable, and I imagine I make some detailed model, like it's still practice, I still will have gotten better and I can carry that skill over to the next project, but I just have to fucking make something. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I think that's an accurate descriptor, is it feels like all or nothing, but that isn't accurate. It's wait, this is the wrong one. I want to go to the next one. How much money do I have, by the way? I might want to go back and level up. Let me read your comment there. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. And timeline is something that, I mean, estimating timelines is always difficult in any project of any real complexity. Sometimes I wonder how much of it is some... You might hear my cat, by the way. He's kind of standing near the microphone. Some subconscious thing where, like, right now, I am still very much, like, even though I take my work very seriously, I'm still very much in the hobbyist phase, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have funding. I'm working alone, so no one else is like reliant on me for a paycheck. No one is following my work. I'm not missing any deadlines. So from that perspective, whoops. It's kind of nice to not have that pressure, even though I want the attention. Without the pressure, it means that I can make pivots and changes, and I can spend a whole day or a whole week redoing some system if I want to, and I don't have to justify that to anyone. But the flip side of that is that, you know, even though it would introduce additional stress, it's also important to set timelines so that you actually get anything done. Like, I've made a ton of progress over the years, right? I'm very proud of the work that I've done and the work that I continue to do, but I haven't released a game. And I also haven't, you know, even like released like a demo or something kind of close. I have a lot of tech, but in many ways it seems like I'm still kind of at the starting line. That thing should burn to death. Yep. So yeah, I think the real quick summary, like the way I might describe it to my parents, for example, who are very intelligent, but, you know, they don't know that much about games, would be that I'm just kind of struggling with some decision paralysis, or maybe a lot of decision paralysis. And I think that even though there is merit to, you know, thinking about the scope of a project and what is faster or slower or easier or harder or more or less enjoyable to develop as compared to come on, big hit, big hit, big hit, as compared to its commercial success, all those variables compared against each other, it's also like, again, to repeat myself, just make a decision and move forward. I think that's what I need to do, and I've been struggling to do that. And it's not like I'm totally roadblocked, you know, I'm still making progress every day, it isn't fast enough. Primer for Workshop Technicians. Subtitle, Do You Want to Become a Workshop Technician? A Primer for Aspirants. No other city in the world today has been receiving more attention than Krat, the city of puppets. Back when the almighty V visited, it was still just a fishing village. I assume that's Venini. It has undergone a brilliant change in the past 30 years, spurred by Krat's puppet industry. The puppets made in Krat's workshop are known for using new technology that is on a different level from their competitors. The workshop puppets are intricate like humans, and they perform their master's orders so naturally that people wonder if they have souls. Many competitors tried to replicate the workshop's special mechanical hearts, only to fail and prove the outstanding gap between their capabilities. The monopoly on the special power stone Ergo, and the skills to optimize its efficiency, those are what give Krat's workshop its edge. But the workshop's beginning wasn't always so smooth. The workshop history begins with one legendary craftsman, and his records are great manuals for the apprentices. The legendary craftsman G, whom every technician knows about. On the next page, we'll learn about his achievements. So that's got to be Venini and Geppetto. I don't know any other great puppet craftsmen whose names start with a G. Right? You're gonna make me fight this here? You're gonna do this to me, game? It's cruel. Oh. Come fight me. I'm not afraid. Oh, he breathes fire. He breathes fire. He breathes fire. He dodged me. And he's falling off? Question mark? Yeah, I think that would be helpful as well. That's something that I haven't done very much of yet. I think I might just have to leave you. Maybe I can throw a shot put at you? Do I have any shot puts? Well, I did. What about my other throwables? What about my... Have some throwing cells. I think these guys are I thought these were like big, massive, strong enemies, and in fact they are, I think, very small, weak enemies. I've struggled a lot with project tracking as well. I've tried using anything from a simple text document all the way through Trello and Jira equivalents and Google Sheets, and I've just really struggled with issue tracking for a number of reasons. That's a whole other topic I could talk about. Okay, well, I recognize that shortcut. That's good. Part of it is that game development, and I don't think this is exclusive to games. You know, you'd probably run into the same thing in a lot of different kinds of creative work, is a lot of it is a leap of faith. For example, look to a game like Banjo-Kazooie, which is a game that I look up to a lot and draw at least some inspiration from for some mechanics and whatnot. When you think of Banjo-Kazooie, you are envisioning the final product, and you can think of how it works together. In contrast with your own work, you have very, very little, and you're comparing an idea in your head or maybe a few sentences of an idea to a finished work. And so, at least for me, it's easy to write off an idea and say, well, no, that idea is stupid because it wouldn't be fun. It's like, well, that's not fair. You know, obviously spend some time thinking about it, but also, like, whether an idea is ultimately good or not depends on the execution. And that's something you can't really know until you have, not the full game, but you have enough of the game to actually judge the idea fairly, if that makes sense. It's kind of like another kind of decision paralysis. Oh, good gracious, what are you? It's maybe an instance where you kind of just have to quell that self-doubt. Well, you didn't care at all about that. Eat my fire. Slow attacks. Very slow attacks. Very slow attacks. I mean, they're fast, but they're delayed. This is one of these bosses that I was kind of complaining about before. You see how it keeps kind of coming to a standstill, but its attacks aren't actually done yet? Wait. What is this? Oh, it just, like, cured itself, I think. Mod of Disruption, that's like... The name of this game is Disruption. You see how, like, it's just standing still? Like, it's very hard to know when its combos are finished. Uh-oh. It's cheating. It's duplicating itself. Oh, it's like a Dark Lurker kind of thing. Okay, this one's gonna be hard. I think it's very unlikely that I succeed here. Disruption. Okay, so there's more attacks to that combo than I think. Yeah, thank you for that, Shafe. I agree, and to an extent, everything you're saying is obvious, but also, I mean, you get in your own head, it can be easy to kind of forget the obvious things. Let me see if I can sprint straight to that boss, if I can even remember how I got there. Is it up here? Oh god, he's blocking me. How do I get there? How do I get there? Let me through. Let me through. Let me through. This way. Oh, there's a shortcut. Right. I forgot all about the shortcut. Okay, well, I made it here only having taken a little bit of damage. That's reasonable. Okay, let's learn this moveset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hit combo. I wanted it to do the combo, it didn't do it. I don't really know why. That's frustrating. Let's try it again. Well, that time I just got knocked down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a 3-hit combo. 1, 2, 2. And then a stab. That's a 5-hit combo, I think. And then it staggers forward. That's what's tricky. 1. God, look how it steps away. That's so tricky. Yeah, and then it cures itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's a 6-hit combo into that. I find bosses like this very hard because their attack tells are so kind of sporadic. They kind of barely move and then they just swing at you, you know what I mean? So there's very little to go off of beyond just straight up memorize everything. They're very not sight readable at all. There we go. I'm trying to get the combo. I can't move! I'm stuck! I probably wasn't stuck. I'm probably just bad. See, I thought that was a single attack because it stopped moving. Alright, I'm gonna stop bitching. Bitching is no fun. Time to see how this this combo works. Okay. Now, is it going to create more combos on top of that? It seems like this boss might get staggered kind of when I block some of these, though. That's good. And if I block at least some, I can get the, Alright, I'm starting to get the hang of this. Well, not when it does that. That's brutal. I need to heal. No. Cool. Okay, that really wasn't bad. I was just whining, basically. So those were kind of tricky, very fast attacks, but I just had to not panic and, you know, actually do well. Victor could not be completed. May she become the owner of the truly complete elixir. So Victor was the boss I faced. I think these two sentences are referring to different characters. First of all, saying Victor could not be defeated, and second, saying, may she become the owner of the truly complete elixir. Does she refer to Sophia, maybe? Because Sophia made her talent sound like it was genetic, but maybe it isn't. Maybe she's a pants-on-fire lying face. Oh boy.
Is under attack.
Uh-oh.
Everyone's in danger.
Oh, I'm back down to the streets here. Cool. So I totally missed a large leather path, by the way.
An interesting parlor trick. Quite the performance, Papa Tucci Pata. your lies will be useless in the new world. The world of truth. But you are worth studying in the meantime.
What could it be? Come on, pal. No time to lose.
You say that, but there's also more exploring to do in the other area, so I might just let the hotel be attacked for a little while if that's cool. See, now I'm very curious. Can I actually teleport to the hotel?
The Stargazer isn't transmitting, and I'm not sure why. Ah, this was a bust, pal. Let's get back to the hotel, quickly. You know, walking works. Let's walk.
Nope, I'm going to choose to not complain. Turning off the complaints for now. I kind of want to go back. I probably can't take that elevator back up. Let me see if that's even an option, because I missed that exploring more in the other area. Yeah, okay, as expected, it's kind of half broken and I can't even go down. So the small complaint is at the beginning of the game you can level up as Stargazers, right? For most of the game you can't, which means that you have to teleport back to Hotel Krat just to level up. Now that's not a massive problem. Load times in this game are pretty fast, and also there's almost always at least one other thing to do at the hotel. But it's really weird that the game lets you level up at Stargazers only sometimes and not all the time. I really struggle to think of why that would be done unless it's meant to encourage you just to go back to the hotel and, you know, talk to people and whatnot. But you have other reasons to go back to the hotel, like upgrading your weapons and talking to Venigni and whatnot, so I guess I'm not sure. Like, it's not a massive problem or anything, but it's strange to me. I think I'll stream for about 15 more minutes and then I should probably hop off. I need to take a shower and whatnot, and then I'm gonna hang out. So that actually leads to... Does that lead to the hotel? I think it does. I'm gonna be hanging out with a friend later. Let me go up here first.
Oh no. Hey, so there's something horrible in front of the hotel. It might be worse than what we saw at the cathedral. Alright, tighten up your springs and let's go.
Actually, that's the way forward, which means I am going to come this way. Because that's where we originally fought the parade guy. So let me go along the path first. This would actually be nice because this gets you a view of the hotel. And I'm curious if I can actually see it under attack from this angle. Oh, and this thing's finally back up. Who the hell are you? Probably Ergo.
Correct! Yeah, I think you get the charm behind these riddles now. Yes! Charm. What? You felt threatened? Well, sometimes it's good to trust your feelings. A metaphor is a tool for hiding horrifying truths. It is a creation unique to humans. Now then, another question. Not a riddle, no rhymes. Just a question. For you. Ergo does not appear out of thin air, so where did all those puppets get all that? Ergo. Ha! Yes! Always leave them laughing. That's what the king says. So, take this key, please. Then I say, off with yes.
I don't know how I feel about this character. A little odd. Like, most of what he says doesn't make any sense. And I don't know if that's supposed to be intentional, like part of his weird charm. But I think there's still one more Trinity area that I missed along the path, but I don't remember where it is. Oh my god. These butterflies suck. They suck. Just kidding, they're great. I take it all back. They're awesome. No, that was the 4th time I've talked to him. I just don't really... I don't think I care for the character. What? Oh, okay, I didn't see that one. That's fine. It's a little odd, like... There's the sort of archetype of insane person in an apocalypse, which is fine, like BioShock did a lot of it. That character seems off the walls even within that context. Like, what they're saying, it's not... It doesn't seem to have any through line of truth to it. It's just sort of... It seems to me it's kind of nonsense. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Additionally, just mechanically, it's like, how is he giving me a key through the phone? And he's asking me these riddles, but the game presents me with a binary choice, so I don't actually have to solve them. And also some of the things he asked me don't make sense. Like, there was one about what can only be used after it breaks, and the answer was egg, but it's like, that's not true. I don't know, you could use an egg for all sorts of things if you really wanted to. Maybe I'm just being too literal about it, but like, these aren't riddles. And it's also odd because, I want to clarify, I'm not saying any of this is strictly bad. Like, I'm feeling overwhelmingly positive about this game. But early on in the game, you have to lie to get into the hotel. The hotel defense system says puppets aren't allowed in. Are you a puppet or a human? And that defense system works because, oh god. Because, it didn't do my big attack. Because puppets can't lie, but apparently I'm special. Get out of here. Oh, right, this thing. Okay, here we go. So when I lied, it said that my springs are reacting, right? Dark Pinocchio, every time he lies, his nose gets bigger. So there's a, you know, lying as a mechanic in this game makes a lot of sense. But, like, it's weird in some cases because a lot of what I said are not lies. Like, of all those binary choice ticking clock things that I've experienced in this game so far, I'd say only, like, probably less than a quarter of them have been actual lies. Some of them have been answers to riddles. Some of them have been, like... I remember, like, Antonia asked me, is there any resemblance between me and the picture? And it kind of presented saying yes as a lie, but, like, that's not a lie. There is a very clear resemblance. So maybe it's more like the other choice is associated with being human. It's still intriguing. Like, I don't even feel negatively about it. I'm just really genuinely wondering what the intent of the system is. Because a lot of the choices weren't really choices at all, it seemed to me. Like, what, am I going to intentionally answer the riddle wrong for some reason? So I think this was just a side path to get some stuff. Let's restore and go to the boss. And also, I think just something about the quality of the voice acting. Like, I don't think the King of Riddles has bad voice acting. I don't think that. But just like maybe what it is the style they went for and the way he kind of rambles on. It just kind of, again, I don't really quite know how I'm supposed to feel about that character. And maybe that's the point. And also, how am I getting Trinity keys through the phone? Well, it seems like the answer on the right is always the human answer. I don't know if that's universally true, but I think it is. So this was the boss arena. Oh, do I get a rematch with the arch thing? Oh, this is the Corrupted Parade Master. I don't really remember how to fight the Parade Master, so... Eat my fire. I'm really trying to stagger this thing. There we go. Oh, what the hell? It's spawning little minions. Whoa, big swing. Oh my god, the decay. Alright, well. I wasn't expecting the 7-piece combo meal. Alright, this guy's not too bad. Clearly I need more fire. It's always the answer, give me more fire. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's bad voice acting. I think I just don't like the voice, which, again, that's maybe kind of the point. I don't think the character's meant to sound particularly trustworthy and like your pal. I think they're meant to sound like a sleazy character. Whoops, wrong thing. Whatever. One wasted heal never hurt anybody. Yep, okay, there's the follow-up. Whoa, okay. That's a new attack. Okay, that's a very slow hit. Good to know. Also my weapon. Jesus. Yep, even more delayed than that. Another slow hit. Oh my god, my weapon, though. The decay is just murdering my weapon, man. Oh my god, I had the wrong thing equipped. No wonder. Wait. And I'm getting annihilated. I need to kill the little guy. Good. Come on. Okay. That was sloppy, but a win's a win. What is that? Oh, it's just an enemy. That was a cool fight. I don't know how similar it was to the original Parade Master, since it's been a while since I fought him. What'd I get for that? Quartz? Did I get a full I got a full moonstone for that! No way! The moonstone was not from this world, etc. I think that's the same description. And what else did I get? Oh, same Trinity key as before. Okay, well, hey, now I can get a +10 weapon. Finally.
So what's happening now? Let's get back to the hotel and our friends.
Yeah, I could do that, or I could go back and, Especially because I want to hop off here shortly. I don't know if there's a lamp outside. I mean, I'm guessing the game will give me another Stargazer soon. What in the world is that? Alright, I really don't know what to expect in here now. Jesus. Someone had one hell of a rager. God damn.
You're alive. I was worried because I didn't hear from you. The stalkers have kidnapped Geppetto. It was the fox, the cat, and the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. But really,
I should have killed the fox and the cat when I had the chance.
First, go to the second floor and make sure everyone is okay. I'll try to figure out where they ran off to. Antonia might know a secret passage. Try asking her. First, Antonia might...
Can I rest? Is Eugenie still here? Because I really want to get a +10 weapon. Eugenie's gone. Vanini's gone. The monsters, they destroyed his nice model of the city. This is probably the same as it was, I would guess. And they really wrecked the place, huh? God damn. I don't trust Sophia anymore. How is she just standing there totally fine?
Who's there? I'll never open this door. You might as well give up. Oh, it's you. Is it safe out there?
Sure.
Give me a sec. Okay, come in.
Just kidding, it's me, Simon.
I'm sorry, child. Geppetto has been kidnapped.
Good thing they didn't destroy his quartz machine. What else do I want? Anything for abilities? Restores the weapon durability when using special grindstones. I tend to use special grindstones at the start of a fight rather than the end. So I don't think that's all that helpful to me. I don't really make much use of gold coin fruit. This is good. I'm gonna get this, just make my weapon a little more durable. I know I said I was gonna hop off, and I will soon, but I want to talk to everyone now.
You're here. That's a relief. Being trapped somewhere. It's the worst. It's good to be free. Oh, sorry. I should be thanking you first. When you came in, you reminded me of the Hound. Probably because both of you saved my life.
Now the Hound's a criminal.
Thank you so much. You're here. It's good when you came in.
Can you upgrade my weapon, please?
You have my personal thanks for saving Master Vanini, sir. Do look after him, won't you, sir?
Thank you for another timely rescue, Compagno. I seem to find myself once again in your debt. I talk a big game, but when push comes to shove, I freeze. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Surely there must be something that only I, in all my genius, can contribute. But if there is not, then Venigni is here to help you in any way he can. Fear not. Thank you for I talk a big game. Surely there must be something...
It was a planned ambush. I'm afraid there's nothing we could have done about it. More than anything, I'm concerned about how it shocked Lady Antonia. All this mayhem is certainly going to affect her condition.
I'm sorry, child. Geppetto has been kidnapped. The alchemists planned the whole thing. All while we were hiding here. I certainly didn't expect an attack on the hotel. The possibility never crossed my mind. However, I think we can track them down. My portrait. Behind it lies a passageway to their base. The hotel had an accommodation.
You couldn't have told me this sooner.
Long ago. Play this chord on the piano in my room. It'll open the secret passageway, and you can save Geppetto.
I've been trying to get to the alchemist's lair for like hours now. Oh, I think everyone finally left. Okay.
Apparently, I must remain in this room. I hope Geppetto is safe. Be careful out there, won't you? The hotel will always welcome you.
I think her condition's getting worse. Like, you can see the blue stuff on the other side of her face now, too. Or maybe that's just shadowing? No, it's definitely something. I like the music here. Okay, I really do need to hop off soon, but few more errands. Did they ravage the gold coin tree? Surprised they didn't. Do you have anything new to say, Jianzhou? Do you want to know how your cure went?
Mr. Stalker, it's you. I thought it was the intruders again. It's a relief you're safe. I was helpless, hiding the entire time. This is my first time coming back out. You surprised me, but make no mistake. You're always welcome here, Mr. Stalker. Let me know if there's anything you need. Stalker, please.
Okay, let's go get a +10 weapon, chat with some folks, and then we'll call it a day. I must be getting close to the end. Once I go through the whole alchemist area.
It was a planned ambush. More than anything,
I never imagined the stalkers would dare attack the hotel. What's going on?
I don't even know who you
I
are.
think he was trying to secure an escape route. Look for him around Krot Central Station.
Maybe I should go find their friend.
You're here. It's good to be. When you came in, you remind... Alidoro has disappeared. What if he disappeared while fighting those stalkers? Worst case scenario...
He let them in.
Ugh. I shudder to think. There's already too much death in this city. I just want safety for everyone at the hotel, at least. That's why I should make sure you're well armed. If you need anything, just ask. You're here.
+10. And an achievement. Hell yeah. Double check dialogue.
You have my personal phone. Look after him.
That's the same.
Thank you for another time.
That's the same thing. Okay, do you have anything new to say now?
Soon, you will see the Isle of Alchemists. But be warned, you're walking into hell. And I should know. The truth is, I escaped from there. I had to leave a lot behind. And That is why I woke you. Like you, clever one. I am more than I appear to be. I'm ready for you to see the real me.
Oh boy.
Show me that you're ready too. Please. Save us. Save Krat.
What's your real form, though?
I knew it. There is a secret passage. The Stalkers must be getting information from the Alchemists. It might be the only path to their base. Hurry.
Still odd that Antonia didn't tell me that sooner. Anyway. Okay, this game is very cool. Still a shocking number of records I don't have, by the way. Maybe this game has like New Game Plus records. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Good thing the Alchemists employs such talented artists. Cool, so this is where I'll pick up next time. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the chats. See ya.